Why Jinger Dugger isn't mad at parents for following IBLP teachings. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Jinger Dugger is sharing how she really feels about being raised under the fundamentalist Christian teachings of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP organization. During the Wednesday, February 12th, episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, the former TLC star and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, answered frequently asked questions from fans. Are you angry at your parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, for leading you to follow the Institute of Basic Life Principles? Vuolo, 37, asked his wife. Jinger, 31, wasted no time replying. No, she said. And I can say that very clearly because I see how so many families wanted the guarantee for success for their kids. They were promised it, and they said, if you do this, your kids will turn out. And so I think that a lot of parents who walked into IBLP, they were well-meaning. Jinger reveals what was not necessarily healthy about growing up Duggar. Jinger acknowledged that there will be challenges and struggles that I face because of the way she was raised. It's not always easy, and looking at it as a parent now, I can see how easy it was for my parents to get wrapped up in that teaching, she continued. They went into it thinking, this is how we're going to teach our kids to love Jesus, and who doesn't want that? According to Jinger, many families ended up not seeing the success that was promised by IBLP and its founder, the controversial minister Bill Gothard. And that's what's heartbreaking, she explained. Because as a parent, you want to make the best decisions, pray through what you're supposed to do. And I really believe my parents sought to do that for us kids. I don't have any anger toward them for it because, I just see that they did their best. They did what they thought was right in the moment. Jinger and her 18 siblings grew up following Gothard's teachings, which included homeschooling and dressing modestly. In an exclusive interview with Us Weekly, Jinger previously described her upbringing as cult-like in many ways. It was built on fear, manipulation, control, and superstition. So all those things combined in how hard it is for kids to leave or adults to leave, anyone really. Once you hear the teachings, you're not supposed to depart from those, she told us in January 2023. Jinger recalled feeling gripped with fear when she was younger. I'd be thinking, okay, am I pleasing to God? I don't know what God expects of me. And so I would be so terrified to, even go play sports with my siblings. I'd think, maybe I'm supposed to stay home and read my Bible for hours and hours. I'm not sure, she continued. So that kind of fear did cripple me. Jinger Duggar opens up about not perfect dynamic with her parents. The counting on alum reflected on her childhood further in her books, Becoming Free Indeed and People Pleaser, the latter of which was released this year. She referred to IBLP as a form of Fox Christianity that was all built on the appearance of holiness, writing in People Pleaser, if you messed up in that setting, you are at risk for losing your community by not living up to the Gothard standards. Jinger isn't the only Duggar to distance herself from the IBLP lifestyle. Her sister Jill Duggar has also been candid about leaving the ultra-conservative practice behind, and about her strained relationship with Jim Bob, 59, and Michelle, 58. Jinger, however, has insisted that she feels grateful for the upbringing she had. It was not perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm grateful for my parents. Jinger said on the Unplanned podcast in June 2024, I love them. We have differences. Everything's not perfect between us. But I think that at the end of the day, I love them, and I know that they know that. Jinger Duggar Vuolo says her parents were well-meaning with teachings from her former church. Looking at it as a parent now, I can see how easy it was for my parents to get wrapped up in that teaching, Jinger said of the controversial ultra-Christian organization, the Institute in Basic Life Principles. Jinger Duggar Vuolo doesn't hold any ill will towards her parents for her religious upbringing. The Counting on Alum 31 reflected on her parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's decision to raise her and her 18 siblings in the controversial ultra-Christian organization, the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, after being outspoken against IBLP's teachings and its minister, Bill Gothard, in recent years. While answering fans' questions on the latest episode of Jinger and Jeremy podcast, the former reality star was asked if she felt angry towards her parents for following IBLP teachings. No, she responded, and I can say that very clearly because I see how so many families wanted the guarantee for success for their kids. They were promised it, and they said, if you do this, your kids will turn out. And so I think that a lot of parents who walked into IBLP, they were well-meaning. Jinger Dugger vuolo recalls jolt realization of an identity crisis 2 years into her marriage. Who am I? Exclusive, however, the people pleaser. Breaking free from the burden of imaginary expectations, author admitted that there will be challenges and struggles that I face due to her upbringing. It's not always easy, and looking at it as a parent now, I can see how easy it was for my parents to get wrapped up in that teaching because they were well-meaning, she explained. They went into it thinking, this is how we're going to teach our kids to love Jesus. And who doesn't want that? Jinger revealed that many families in the faith didn't experience the success they were promised by Gothard, which she called heartbreaking. Because as a parent, you want to make the best decisions, pray through what you're supposed to do, and I really believe my parents sought to do that for us kids. I don't have any anger toward them for it because, I just see that they did their best, she said. They did what they thought was right in the moment. Jinger Dugger vuolo says her mom helped her develop a healthy relationship with food. I thought I was too fat, the mother of 2 who is expecting her 3rd child with husband Jeremy vuolo, reflected how the teachings of IBLP impacted her self-confidence in an interview with PEOPLEI. We'll just say a lot of it started when I was in the teachings of Bill Gothard, because there was so much that was drilled into you through what he said about trying to please your husband, and if you don't, he's going to leave you. Because you don't have a perfectly clean house, or maybe you don't make the dinner on time, or you're not joyfully available to him at all times, she shared at the time. It was also focused on, do this, do this, do this, do this, otherwise, you're not going to be enough for him. Even having differences, because arguments don't equal rejection, and that's something that I've learned over the years, she added. Celebrity babies of 2025. See which stars gave birth this year. Many celebrities expanded their families in 2025. The Duggar family celebrated the birth of their 34th and 35th grandchildren after Jed Duggar welcomed newborn twins with wife Katie Duggar. They're here, introducing Elsie Kate and Emma Kate. Katie wrote via Instagram on January 9. Both girls are healthy and beautiful. Jed and Katie, who have been married since 2021, also share eldest children Truett and Nora. The Duggars aren't the only stars counting on this year. Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence's wife, Marissa Lawrence, gave birth to daughter Shay in January. Mommy and Daddy love you so much, Marissa gushed via Instagram, introducing her daughter. Thank you, Jesus, for our girl. The Lawrences were high school sweethearts who first met in 5th grade. After 3 years of marriage, Marissa announced she was expecting baby No. 1. Keep scrolling to see which other stars welcomed babies in 2025. Ben Higgins and Jessica Clarke. The couple announced the arrival of their first baby, a daughter, on February 12. She is healthy. @JessClarke_ is doing so well, Higgins wrote via Instagram at the time. I don't yet have words for what just happened, but the update right now is we have a daughter and Jess is recovering so well. The nurses and doctors who cared for us should be lifted high. Also, I am biased, but God spent a little more time on our baby girl because she's real beautiful. This beauty will be revealed soon, but first she needs a bath. Rhian Edwards and Amanda Connor. The teen mom. The next chapter stars welcomed their first child together on February 12. Today is the day we welcomed our gift from God, Presley Sage Eliana Edwards, the couple said in a statement to People. We are truly blessed to welcome this beautiful, healthy baby girl into our family. Matt Leinart and Josie Lauren. The couple welcomed their third child, a daughter named Camila, on February 2. Baby number 3 was worth the wait. Now our family is complete. Leinart and Lauren shared in a statement to People on February 10. Our boys have been a blessing, and we feel so lucky to welcome the missing puzzle piece to the Leinart family. We could not be happier. Leinart shares sons Cannon and Kaysen with Lauren, as well as his eldest son, Cole, with X. Bryn Cameron. The former Buffalo Bills quarterback gushed over his newborn daughter in a February 11 Instagram post, writing, "I've been told the feeling of being a girl dad is different. It's true. The minute she was born, I felt an indescribable love. With my incredible sons and now my daughter, our family is finally complete." Tia Booth and Taylor Mock. The Bachelor alum gave birth to baby No. 2, a daughter, on February 5. Worth the wait, she captioned Instagram story footage of the newborn. Booth and her husband, Mock, already share a son Tatum, Aaron Judge and Samantha Braxiak. The New York Yankees outfielder and his wife welcomed a baby girl named Nora Rose on January 27. Gisele Bundchen and Joaquim Valente. News broke on February 5 that the supermodel gave birth to her third baby, and first with Valente. Bundchen, who shares 2 eldest children with ex-husband Tom Brady, started dating the jiu-jitsu instructor following her 2023 divorce. Lily Collins and Charlie McDowell. The Emily in Paris star announced on January 31 that she and McDowell welcomed their first baby via surrogate. "Welcome to the center of our world," Tove Jane McDowell Collins wrote via Instagram, alongside a snap of her little one in a bassinet. Words will never express our endless gratitude for our incredible surrogate and everyone who helped us along the way. We love you to the moon and back again. Milo Ventimiglia and Jera Mariano. Mariano announced on January 31 that she and Ventimiglia welcomed their first baby weeks after losing their home in the Los Angeles wildfires. Houseless, never homeless. Welcome back Kiala Coral Ventimiglia 1.2325. She wrote via Instagram. Jan 7th, my family and I evacuated from the Palisades fire. We lost our home that we were living in and everything we own, as well as our home under construction that we were about to move into. I was 38 weeks pregnant, and I had done an evacuation only a few weeks prior during the Franklin fire as well. I take it as a gift that I was able to essentially do a practice run for what was inevitably to come. I'm also forever grateful that we were able to evacuate from the Palisades fire in the daytime, when we could feel more prepared and not caught completely off guard in the middle of the night, for example. Mariano added that she and her family were together, happy, healthy, and safe. Ryan Murphy and Bridget Condon Murphy. The 9-time Olympic medalist and his wife welcomed their first baby daughter Evie on January 24. Family of 3. Eve Lillian Murphy Dot came into the world on 1/24/25 9 pounds 8 ounces 22 inches. The couple captioned Instagram pics with their newborn on January 29. A name of Finnish origin meaning life. Justin Reed and Marissa Rand. Before the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills in the 2025 AFC Championship game, Chiefs safety Reed and his girlfriend welcomed their first baby. "It was a busy week for me. I had my baby girl, which was the highlight, even better than the divisional win," he announced in a January 22 press conference. He continued, "I got to go to the birth center, I saw her being born, and didn't feel anything except love and so much happiness holding her." Princess Beatrice and Eduardo Mapelli Mazevic Princess, who is the daughter of exes Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, gave birth on January 22. Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice and Mr. Eduardo Mapelli Mosey are delighted to announce the safe arrival of their daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose Mapelli Mosey, born on Wednesday, 22nd January, at 12:57 p.m. at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, London. A statement from Buckingham Palace read, "The baby was born weighing 4 pounds and 5 ounces," the statement said. "Their Majesties the King and Queen and other members of the royal family have all been informed and are delighted with the news." The couple also shared daughter Sienna. Beatrice is also stepmother to Mapelli Mosey's son Wolfie from a previous relationship. Maddie Pruitt and Grant Trout. The Bachelor Nation alum announced on January 26 that she and her husband welcomed their first baby, Hosanna Rose Trout 1.2025. She captioned the Instagram reveal. Sky Jackson revealed on January 26 that she had given birth to her first child. Kasey, the Disney Channel alum, wrote via Instagram alongside a sweet snap of her newborn's tiny feet clad in a green onesie. Brooklyn McKnight and Dakota Blackburn. The YouTuber and her husband welcomed their first child, a son, whose name has yet to be revealed.